Hey guys, so it is extremely hot and humid outside and I plan on going out a little bit later, so that's why my hair is in a braid. So let us get started because I have lots of things to talk to you about today. Okay, first off, I bought some new stuff yesterday and I went into a CVS and boy was I surprised when I saw the new line of Milani Color Statement nail lacquers. They don't carry all the colors at CVS, but they do have most of them. And they are $4.99 each, or you can get them from the Milani website for $3.99 each. So I bought two to try out. And the first one that I'm going to show you is called Pearlplexed. And what it is I consider it to be a topper, like something that you would put on top of any other nail polish. And I don't think the camera will pick it up, but if you look at it in the right lighting, it has like a pearlescent shimmer to it that reflects all different colors when the sun hits it, or even probably a bright light indoors. But it's really pretty, but it's really subtle. And what I did was I put it on top of a couple of my nails for the manicure that I had on yesterday, just to kind of try it out, and it's very pretty. I find that with things like this, normally they're either very intense or it's just different. It's different than anything else that I have, so I think I'm going to enjoy this because it would go on, you could put it on pretty much any like cream polish manicure that you had going on. You could put it on top of anything like that and completely transform it. Or if you wanted something really subtle, you could just do an accent nail. But next time I wear it, I'll point it out to you and show you what it looks like on. But that's very pretty. And then of course I wanted to get just a solid color. So the one I was immediately drawn to is called Dollface. Mrs. the Dollface. So I had to get this one. But seriously, I am so drawn to bubblegum pink anything lately. Blush, lipstick, nail polish. Probably wouldn't want to wear bubblegum pink eyeshadow, but you get what I'm saying. So here it is, and there it is. And there's a story behind this. Well, not a story, but there's a process. This is a very thick polish. I don't know how the other polishes are in this line. I don't know if it's going to be one of those deals where every single polish has a different formula. I don't know. All I can do is tell you what I experienced with this polish. This is very thick, very goopy, very stringy, very pain in the butt to work with. And I used it on top of my normal base coat that I would normally use, and I had all kinds of problems, and when I was done it didn't look great. So I took it off and I thought, well, maybe it's one of those polishes that don't like base coats. So I tried it again on just my bare nails, which I don't normally like to do, but I just figured I would try it, and I didn't make out too good there either. I think I got to the second nail and said, no, this isn't gonna work. So I was going to return it, and then I was like, you know what though? This is straight up bubblegum pink. And I have a huge nail polish collection, and you would think that I would have a million of these in my collection. I do not. All my pinks are either pale pink, or they're more like a fuchsia pink, like a bright fuchsia pink, or I think I have one like this except it's got shimmer in it, and I have one like this except it's got glitter in it. I don't have anything that is just a straight up bubblegum cream polish. So I said I have to find a way to make this work because the color is fantastic. As a matter of fact, it's very much like, I was noticing that it's a lot like the Milani Baked Blush in Delizioso Pink, and I've been using the heck out of this lately, and I'm just so drawn to the color. It's a little bit lighter than the blush. Whoa! I don't know why I leave that brush thing in there because it comes out at the most unexpected of times. But see, it's actually a little bit lighter than the blush. But yeah, I said I have to find a way to make this work. So what I did was I took out every base coat or treatment product type thing that I own, and I grabbed a color wheel and I put one layer of each base coat slash treatment product on the nails on the color wheel. Then I put the polish over them to see maybe which one it would apply well over, because you know I'm not going to do my manicure like 8 more different times or 7 more different times because I had 8 products like that. And the one that I thought it looked the best on was OPI Ridge Filler, was the one that it looked perfect when it dried over that. The other ones, this is my little experiment here. They all look like they're perfect, right? But they're really not, because I was watching as I was swatching on the nail wheel, I was watching how it was applying. Was it leaving any gaps? Was it dragging? Was it getting stringy? And then, of course, I got to see what was happening as it dried. Over the Ridge Filler, it looked like perfection. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it one more try, and if I can get it to work over the Ridge Filler, I'm going to keep it, and if I can't, I'll return it. That's all. CVS, you know, they have a very good return policy. Nobody's ever given me a hard time about returning anything there that I didn't like. So I did it, and it went on okay. It went on much better, but it still wasn't what I would like it to have been, okay? But because I don't have anything else exactly this color in my collection, I have some, like I said, lighter and brighter, but nothing that is this straight up bubblegum pink. Like I have some pinks that have a little bit of purple in them, you know what I mean? If any of you can think of a bubblegum pink nail polish that is available in the United States, that is part of somebody's permanent line, that is not limited edition, that is a cream finish that does not have any glitter or shimmer in it, that is just straight up bubblegum color, please let me know. Because I am going to keep this because I am madly in love with the color, but I would really prefer to get something else next time that's easier to apply. And I was looking at some of the things that I do have in my collection, and I found one that was kind of close. But what the interesting thing about it is, I don't like the formula of that one either. So maybe, you know how with nail polish colors sometimes things go wrong, and certain colors seem to be very hard to make in a good formula. Another good example is like light powder blue. I don't have many of those in my collection, and not that many companies make them. And the ones that I have do not apply well at all. So I think it's something about certain colors that are hard for them to make. So I can't say based on my experience that I would recommend this at all, but it is an absolutely gorgeous color, and it could just be the color. Maybe some of the other colors go on well, I don't know. But I do really love the Pearl Plexed top. It's not a top coat, it's like an effects type polish. And I don't, some people would probably use that by itself, but I don't like things that are quite that plain because it's not glitter. It's just very, very subtle pearl shimmer. Okay, so enough about that. I did get a couple other things yesterday. I got another Milani Color Statement lipstick, this time in the color Violet Volt. And oh my god. Yeah, this is very bright purple. And it's purple and it's got a little bit, I see when I look at it, I see a little bit of red in there too. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it looks like swatched. Might look pretty crazy on. Haven't had the guts to try it yet, but we'll see. You know, it's good to have things in your collection that are fun, that you only wear once in a while. Speaking of fun things that you only want to wear once in a while, I found the last color of Milani Bella Eyes, and it is Cobalt. And remember when I was talking about the colors that would be the most difficult to work with, and I said it was going to be Rouge and what was the other one that I said was going to be the craziest to work with? I can't even remember now, but this is definitely going to be a hard color to pull off and not look crazy. It's funny because I was just talking to one of you in the comment section this morning about how back in the 60s and 70s people used to wear blue eyeshadow all the time, or they didn't wear anything. It was like blue eyeshadow was, it was like it was the only color that existed because that's the only one that we remembered people wearing. But anyways, yeah, this is nuts. I'm gonna try it though, you know? I mean, wham. Look at that. Holy pigmentation. So yeah, that's that. Now, those are the new things that I got. Let's talk a little bit about today's look, makeup that I have on, because I have on one of the Bella Eyes that I tried for the first time, and I also have on a lipstick that I showed you that I bought, and this is my first time wearing it. I had to grab a white because otherwise these swatches, especially when they're such bright colors, they're gonna end up all over me if I don't. Yeah, that lipstick is on there. Okay, so for my eyes today, one of the colors that I wanted to try that I hadn't tried before was gray. And that is what I have on my lids. And this is an absolutely gorgeous shade of gray. I love it. Some of my gray eyeshadows tend to be either too light or too dark. It's hard to find like just a medium gray. And a medium gray that doesn't lean a little bit too light or dark. Well, this is it. I really, really like the way this turned out on my lids, so that's what I have on my lids. And then I use the diamond again as my highlight because, like I said recently, I love the way a white highlight looks with gray eyeshadows. And the diamond is so, so pretty. So easy to work with too. And then I used, of course, charcoal in the crease, which I think I've used, I think this is like the third time I've used it now, because I do really love this charcoal. It is gorgeous, one of my favorite ones. So I would say this is another one of my favorite looks so far. There's been two looks that have really stood out to me, and it was, they were both neutral looks. Okay, let's talk about this lipstick. This is, let me grab it. What did I do with it? There it is. This is Rose Hip. This is a bright, bright, shocking pink. Wham. Kind kind of like a fuchsia, but not quite, because it leans a little more blue toned. When I think of fuchsia, I think of something that's warm tone, but I guess fuchsia can be cool tone too, but this is just more like a really bright pink. And I don't know, I feel like it's a little too bright for my taste, but you know, like I said, it's fun to do something that's shocking or outside your comfort zone once in a while. It's good to shake it up and do something different. And I figured where I had the gray eyeshadow going on, gray can be kind of a boring, blasé color, and if you don't put some color into the whole look, you can look really like washed out or sick even. So I figured that pairing it with this bright pink lipstick would be a really good combination. So I think that is it, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Stay cool.